Hello, hello. I hope you didn't think I won't show up today. A little bit late, but better to be late than never, right? Took me a little bit longer to prepare for today, but here I am. And today, instead of checking Cordy, as I promised, we have to go back to our encoders in Matrix, which I didn't manage to finish, sadly, yesterday. I was abusing C preprocessor, and I have some stuff that probably we're gonna use today. I think I will be even able to show you what have I done. I was trying to figure out like a nice and neat way to create the mappings for encoders that will be in Matrix. I wanted it to be something like what QMK has, but maybe a little bit different. And I think I have a good solution, hopefully. Where did I put that? Ah, yeah, should be over here. Okay, let's take a look. What is it? Okay. Oh, there it is. I thought that it stopped switching screens. Okay, so here we are. So I was trying to figure out something to make it work, and I was using, there's a really nice online compiler. It's called CodeVault. And what I found out is that if you're playing with C preprocessor, you can actually use it. Come on, copy all. What the hell is wrong with this Visual Studio Code? Can I even type? Yeah, okay. Oh, come on, Control A. Ah, shit. Maybe this Vim stuff isn't that good. Oh, maybe not as good as I was saying it is. Okay. Okay, now I can select all. Can I copy paste? Yeah, awesome. Okay, there we are. Managed to get this working. Okay, I hope everything is okay with the stream. Yeah, it would seem so. All right, so what is interesting over here, let's take a look if I can get an output somehow. I forgot to switch off the Ergo. Maybe I will leave it for a second. It's kind of hot in here. Where is an output window? I think execute the code. Yeah, should be this one. Where did it go? Ah, yes, there it is. Okay, let's drop it over here somewhere. And the good thing about it is, like, for example, over here I have some C preprocessor, and I would like to see like what will happen if I use, for example, this one, right? So, you know, normally it's kind of difficult to figure out what is happening, especially if you're not quite good with the preprocessor. So yeah, it's usually more of a guesswork. But over here you can add a compiler option. You can hit -E, I mean, and you're gonna see like all the stuff that it was generated over here, and somewhere along the way, probably somewhere closer to the end. For example, this part, it's coming from this micro, right? So I can see that, for example, this map encoder. So I have a really nice mapping over here. So exactly how I wanted it to work. So this is very nice, a nice feature, very neat. It did come handy, although I was actually kind of done with it. So I was looking at two methods how to create this array, because we need to have an array of the paths from the encoder, A and B path, and for each path we're gonna have a row and a column that is inside the matrix. And the problem with it was that I wanted it to be kind of bound to the type of the encoder. So over here I have something like it means it's a type. I called it encoder names, and this one is meant, for example, you use it like this. So in the code you will see it like a type definition and like all those names, but basically what it is, it's gonna be an index for the encoder. So later on, instead of using 0, 1 and so forth, we can check if it's like encoder 1, encoder 2, depending on the name we're gonna give it over here. So I think this is quite neat function, something this will definitely come handy. But I was also trying to figure out a way how to incorporate this into array, and I wasn't able to do that, at least not in a way how it's being created over here. I would have to do it in some kind of a function, but like that's not an option. So yeah, we have to stick with this. So basically we are like 50% done. And there is one more thing that I've noticed, and something is a little bit weird with scrolling from the recent modules that we made, and I wanted to check because it seems to me that we are taking the wrong input. Maybe not the wrong input, because if you I need one more window. If you take a look at how the matrix is being scanned, and in keyboard, so like I think in general, if you have a button or like something that you're pressing, so one might think that you press it, you have 1, and you depress it, you have 0, but in reality it's a lot of chatter. So it's like on and off, and at some point you have to settle on a state. So this is called debouncing. QMK has debouncing as well. And what it does, like it will look at this pin for a certain amount of time, and if within this time this pin is like more on than off, then it will take it as an on pin. So I think what is happening, I'm taking the input after debouncing, and if you rotate the encoder too fast, I think it's gonna just debounce, like those fast changing signals, they're gonna be like debounced out of the matrix, and you won't be able to see it. And I hope I am right about that. We're gonna check that soon. I think we can go back to the keyboard itself. And even in QMK, you have two types of matrices. One is the row matrix, and the other one is just matrix. As you can see, it says over here, it's debounced values, and over here we have row. And I would like to go with the row values, and that makes me think if I would be even able to get that, because the issue might be that we have only access from the outside. We might only have access to this one, because in our module we are using this function which is able to check which pins or like which part of the matrix are on or off, and we are using that to tell which encoder is like currently like being used, and based on that we can figure out the direction. But I think this scrolling module, I think it's over here in OSA keys. And I think the name was the same. It was yes, OSA matrix is on. Yeah, and we are using this one, matrix get row. And looking over here, matrix get row. Yeah, that's the issue here. So we are getting debounced matrix. Can we have access to non-debounced to the raw values? That would be great. Doesn't look like it. Let's see if we type a raw matrix. What the hell is happening? Okay, so it's only over here. There was this one more file. Okay, let me close this one. I think we should dive into KMK for a second, just to check. Maybe something else is exposing that. Okay, so this is the matrix.h, matrix.c, and I think this one in .c we didn't really have much stuff. Okay, looking at it, these two are defined as extern. Okay, maybe I've made a mistake over here. Okay, let's try doing this way. Since they are extern over here, I should change that to extern as well. Okay, so I think based on that, we need to check. Okay, that's matrix.c. But over here, how is this stuff defined? Call to row, GPIO. Okay, it's not defined over here, and okay, that is kind of interesting that they are extern. Okay, split utilities, matrix.h. Because I think extern means that in reality these are defined somewhere else. Okay, maybe we can take a look. Let's do row matrix like this. Okay, keyboards and modules, we don't need that. Okay, so there was one more file, of course. I am aware, this one, matrix common. Okay, so they are defined over here. Okay, so that's not that bad. Okay, give me a second. Getting freezing here as well, just like last time. Okay, so maybe it won't be that bad, because over here in matrix common, this is where these two are defined, and later on my custom matrix over here, I've made a mistake back then when I was writing it. That was like a long time ago. Or maybe back then the type was a little bit different. Maybe back then they were static, so that would mean that they were just available just within this file. But now, since they are extern and they are over here, so I assume I can do maybe something like this. I should be able to do extern over here, and that will be matrix. What's the type? Matrix row underscore t, row matrix, and it's gonna be matrix rows like this. Is this correct? Probably I messed up already something. Matrix rows, row matrix. Okay, looks good. Looks good to me. And now over here, instead of doing this, okay, this matrix get row. Basically, what it does, it's doing some logical operations on the row. So maybe just not to mess it up, maybe we can just take a look what it's doing. So maybe we can do the same thing. This file, it comes from the time when there was no modules yet, so it's kind of maybe not up to date. Where is this function? It's not here as well. How come? Ah, yes, it's over here. So yeah, that's the stuff that it's doing. So how about we just use that? Okay, where were we? But over here we have to change it to row matrix. Okay, row, column, matrix row T. Okay, I think it should be good. I hope this will solve the issue, because I just realized, like today at work, I was trying to scroll something and I realized like the scroll is kind of behaving odd. I mean, those encoders, the analog ones, of course, if you are like super fast on them, they're gonna skip steps. So they behave now something like that, like if you were scrolling too fast. But like it wasn't that bad in the past. And I think I noticed this change after our recent code changes. So I hope that's the problem, and I also hope that's gonna fix it. That will do the trick. Okay, row matrix. This is how it was defined. Matrix row T. Is there anything else I need to change? No, apparently not. Okay, let's see if it will compile. I hope my... Okay, I have an app that is like constantly checking the folders that I'm working on and trying to sync them with my server. So I'm hoping that everything is there already. Okay, let's see. What do we have over here? Okay, dbt. Holy shit, what's that? It's complaining about this row matrix. In function matrix get row, reference to matrix. Oh, what? What file is that? Okay, object dbd. Okay, matrix.o. Okay, so I think it's complaining about this file. Undefined reference to matrix. Really? Okay, that's interesting. Is it complaining also about the row matrix? Because like, okay, this value, this one is okay, matrix rows, matrix, row matrix. Okay, maybe I just didn't save it. I just noticed that the file wasn't saved. So maybe that's why it was complaining. It was still static. Now both are extern. So okay, let's take a look. Okay. All right, so pointing device task. Okay, so looks like it's having issues with those values. Okay, the question is, do I need to include matrix common? Let's take a look. I hope maybe. Okay, but this is a C file, so maybe not. Okay, maybe. Okay, how about if I add it to the source? And what files is it complaining about? Matrix.c, matrix get row. Okay, so this matrix.c, so I assume this one is from my keyboard. And what other stuff? Undefined reference to matrix in, okay, matrix, external matrix, print. Okay, so that's the issue, but I think it's also complaining about some other stuff. Okay, key map introspection, pointing device task, OSA keys. Okay, so over here. Okay, I think over here it's also complaining about pointing device task. OSA matrix is on. Okay, so it's complaining about the same stuff everywhere. Let's see, how about we do something like this. Let's try adding this matrix common.c. Would that change anything? Okay, yeah, I think it helped. Because now we have less errors right now, if we take a look over here. So it's much less, and I think it's only complaining about my keyboard. Yes, matrix common in, okay, no, it's not. Okay, let's see, let's add it over here to rules. Okay, is it saved? Is it not saved? I'm kind of can't really see if it did something or not. Okay, compiling. Please compile and don't complain. Oh shit. God damn it. What is wrong? Okay, matrix get row. Okay, multiple definitions of matrix get row. Ah, okay. So maybe that's not that bad yet. Let's see. I think it was Control K. Oh no, Control /. Okay, how about now? Anything else? Matrix. What was? If there was anything else? Okay, matrix print over here. And what is the problem? In function, multiple definitions of matrix print. Okay, no problem, I can get rid of that as well. Okay, how about now? Anything else there? No, I think that's it. Matrix print. Right. Let's see. Ah, shit. What is this? Multiple definitions of matrix print. Okay. Do I have more than that? Okay, matrix print. It didn't save or what? Okay, nice. So it didn't save that time. Okay, looks like it compiled. I wonder if it's gonna work and if it's gonna help with the issue. Let me just get the... Okay, ready to flash. I can't say that it's... Okay, I can compare with this one. Yeah, it's definitely not as good. Oh shit, so that didn't help. Which is rather odd, because we should be getting the raw matrix out of it. So that shouldn't be an issue, right? Well, I wasn't expecting I'm gonna be dealing with an issue like this. There might be also an error on my end. Maybe I'm not doing this correctly over here. Okay, no, it's okay. I think I'm doing this correctly. So I'm just checking the raw matrix. So yeah, so the raw matrix is properly set. Well, that kind of sucks. Because the scroll is not as good. Let's see, HID, listen, I hope I still have a debug, maybe. No debug anymore. Okay, that's also not that good. Okay, I think like the ball scroll is gonna work the same. This one is not actually related. Okay. makes me wonder what could be the problem. Maybe this function, because I copied the source from QMK for scrolling, even though I had my own that I kind of liked, because this one is based on floats over here. Okay, let's try changing that. Let me take a look. How was it done before? And maybe we can try, maybe we'll be able to compare. I should have the matrix somewhere. Okay. What's that? Okay, that's core D, so that's not it. Okay. This one. Okay, maybe that's not actually okay. I think I've made a mistake over here because I can't really use it like that. So it's not about debouncing. I think this one is more about I should process the encoder the same way over here like we are doing on the encoder in matrix, because that is encoder in matrix, right? So this pin, it worked before because before I used to change the whole matrix. So after I was done with scanning all the keys, after debouncing, I think it's still over here, this code. Yes, this part, let's take a look. Yeah, so over here I am checking the state of the encoder based on like what was in the matrix, and I would also set over here, I would also set the proper position. So that code, it kind of worked, but it won't work anymore, and it won't work with any other encoder like that, because this is not a proper encoder in matrix support. I think we have to remove all of this stuff from here, and because this one doesn't belong here, it doesn't work. I mean, now it doesn't work. It was okay when it was still with my, maybe not broken, but like custom matrix scanning, and right now this one won't work. So the issue was not about debouncing, the issue was that I wasn't processing the steps. I should have done it the same way it's done over here, encoder in matrix, like I have it right here, right? So I need to check like pin A and B, and check with the states, and then add to the current state, and if it's so we have to go through all of this. And okay, this makes me think now, okay, should that be separate module in a way? Okay, let's see. Because, okay, would that be kind of similar over here? Well, this part is more about scrolling. So, okay, I think we have to remove this part from here. So we're just gonna stick with this one. This is okay. Okay, but this one actually is not really doing that. Wait, how is it right now? Okay, so I have this one defined over here. Okay, encoders in matrix. Okay. So that part was okay, but looking at it right now, okay, yeah. So we have to change this one as well. Oh, maybe that's the issue. Because yeah, I was thinking about the wrong one. And now when I think about it, maybe that one... Okay, I think the previous one we should take after debouncing, because that one is focused on keys. It's not reading encoders. Okay, so yet another mistake on my end. But that's not an issue. Oh, come on, where is it? OSA, detect host, row matrix. Okay, this one. Okay, matrix get row. Okay, I think I can do it maybe. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna stick to the matrix after debouncing, because this matrix is after debouncing. I'm gonna save that, and over here, oh come on, what is wrong with this shit? It's really kind of annoying. Copy and paste. Either there's a setting that I have missed that can make it work better, or this Vim plugin is retarded. And over here we need row matrix like this. Yeah, because we have this module like half working, because like half of it is, we don't have those defines yet, but we have like a proper reading from the matrix. But yeah, we need to be reading from the row matrix, not from the one that was debounced. So this one is correct right now. And the previous one over here, matrix, we have to change this definition. So over here we need the bounce matrix, and over here, let's put it maybe. Oh shit, why it didn't copy? God knows which one to use. No, it's still not the one that I wanted. How about now? Yeah, finally. All right. So inside encoders, we need a row matrix. Okay, we have a row matrix here, and that should be all we need. Is it being used over here? Yes, it's this one. And over here we have a standard matrix. I mean, after the bouncing. Yeah, so this one should work better. Well, basically, this matrix that is being read over here, I don't think it matters that much because this one is used when you press a key to trigger scrolling with the pointing device. So for example, if you have a trackball and you have a layer under this key that you would like to use for scrolling, you can read it from the matrix. And I think it doesn't really matter which matrix are we reading, debounced or non-debounced. Okay, sorry, just got a message. Expecting yet another parcel today. Yeah, but going back to those matrices, it doesn't matter which one, because like both of them will have probably the same value at that time, and like, you know, they both gonna trigger. Probably maybe the row matrix will trigger a little bit faster, maybe, I suppose. So that should be good enough. But okay, either way, we're gonna leave it like that. Maybe the row matrix might, might have some kind of a chatter. So maybe the one that was debounced will have like a fixed value at this particular point. Okay, so let's see. How about we compile this mess and see if it really changed anything. Okay, that was fast. I'm having trust issues when I see so little changes and such a fast compilation. Alrighty. I really hope it's gonna work this time. Okay, so that's the standard scroll. Okay, it's kind of okay. How about this one? And this one doesn't work at all. Okay, keyboard. I don't think it properly reboot. Right. Ah, yes. Now it works. Oh, now it's so much better. Yeah. Before it felt like we are missing steps, because actually we were missing steps, and now it's super smooth. I can't really show you, or maybe I can. Let's see. Okay. So like the whole distance we have a scroll. Nothing is, okay, move the mouse. Nothing is skipping. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay. So that's a success, partial, but yeah, it works. Great. It's good to see things working from time to time, at least. It took us only 40 minutes. That's not that bad. What else? Okay, so going back to all this pre-processor stuff, and because what I wanted to achieve, I wanted to be able to call over here. I really wanted this index. Okay, how does it look like? Yeah, so okay, this is unsigned int. Right. So I think we have to change that. So this type, I will have to change to the type of the encoder. So it will be the same type like we have over here. So encoder names _t. Maybe I should come up with a better name because I sense that it kind of sucks. So that is one thing. And right there, so after processing, we can call it. I mean, you can check if it's above the threshold over here, and if it is, I am calling this function, encoder in matrix, update user. So I would like to give it a proper index of the encoder that triggered the event. And of course, we can stick to just like 0, 1, 2, but like if you look at it over here, for example, let's say you're defining your encoders. Okay, so you will know like this one was 0, 1, and 2, but it would be much better if you could just put a name to it, like over here. So I spent some time yesterday trying to figure out like how to put that into the array, and then I realized like we don't really need to keep this data. What we really want would be something like this. Over here, map encoder. We can do it something like this. We can give it a name and just leave it like that. And over here, so we have those names like encoder 1, encoder 2, encoder 3. We can do it like this: encoder 1, encoder 2, and encoder 3. To make the compiler happy. Yes, compiler is happy. And how does it look like in the source code? This is so handy, this -e function. Yeah, so as you can see, the name that I given is gone, but that is okay because we don't really need it. What is important is that the first name is index 0, second name is index 1, and so forth. So this one will be only kept just for like visual. So you will know that the first one was this. So we don't have to worry about like what number it is. You can just refer to that. And then when you're trying to implement the response over here, I mean, you can do if else, or you can go with a switch like I did over here. So instead of doing 0, which technically would be correct as well, because enums, they are integers, I guess, or unsigned integers. So we can do 0 as well, but instead of that, you will be able to just use like the name that it was defined over here. So we can do like encoder 1, and yeah, that should be okay. I mean, that's the idea. I haven't tried that yet. It compiles and works over here in Godbolt. So now we have to bring it back inside QMK, and yeah, let's try to get it working. Okay, so as I said, no more magic numbers like we have over here, so we have to change that. Okay, which one because there's like 3 different versions in one. Okay, I'm gonna be needing this one for sure. We need to jump into this one, this file. Okay, so encoder names. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Encoder names.t _t. Okay, what else? I already have encoders in matrix paths. These are a little bit too long. how to change, how to make the name more meaningful. Maybe I should change this to, let's call it like EIM. Okay, so matrix paths, that is correct. That's 2. Okay, I think just paths will do. And this we can change to coordinates like this. Okay, this one, num encoders, we won't be needing because over here, so the number of encoders will be this one, last encoder. Maybe I should do it like this. AEM last encoder, okay. Paths coordinates. Map begin. Okay, which one? Okay, so we need these two as well. So we will be building this this array. So map begin, map end, that will be this, and then over here we need this. Okay, this one, and yeah. So I think that's gonna be all of them. So we're gonna define encoder path, and we're gonna define them inside mapping encoder. Okay, so this is more or less okay. I need to, okay, this one is alright. I think I need to change that to AEM. Okay, last encoder. This one. EM. This one is paths. And over here we have coordinates. This is just like, you know, I could just put 2 and that should do the trick. But yeah, I think it's more descriptive, like what is what. So we have encoders. Each encoder has 2 paths, and each path has 2 coordinates, a row and a column. So that's okay over here. Okay, map begin, map end, encoder path, map encoder. Okay, so looking at it over here, so this one was just to test this, so I don't need to do anything about it. I definitely need to change some stuff over here. So this one will be, and the YouTube went dark right now. That's awesome. No, I'm back. No idea what is happening. So that will be AEM last encoder. And because this is like the number of encoders that we have. Okay, this is our matrix is on, so no changes over here. And I think for this I would have to change. Okay, so this one will be this one will be something like this. Which we still have to define. I hope it's gonna work, because it might complain that this one is not defined yet. Okay, so encoder 0, we have path AB. Okay, encoders in matrix num. So this one is not. That's the number of encoders right here. And I think we should also define over here. So this one will be path A. This one will be row, this one will be part A, this will be column. Maybe... Okay, how about we drop them over here? Yeah, they are not needed anywhere else. So that's gonna be part A. We're gonna do 0. Define. Part B gonna be 1. Then we have to matrix row, or maybe how to make it, maybe part row, that's gonna be 0, and that's gonna be 1. Okay, so over here it's gonna be EM part A. And it's gonna be part row. This one will be part A. And that's gonna be column. And over here we have part B. That's gonna be row as well. This one will be part B. That will be column. I hope I didn't mess up anything. All right. Okay, I need to change this one as well. Where is even defined this? Encoders in matrix resolution. Okay, it's not over here. Okay, let's do it. Encoder resolution like this. And this one was 2, because this way it's much more responsive. Okay, so I guess in terms of the module, I think these are all the changes that we need to do. I think I can also get rid of this. Anything else? We haven't changed anything over here, like the logic is still the same. Part A row, part A column, part B row, part B column. Okay, looks good, and this one looks good as well. Okay, so now we have to go back to the keyboard itself, and we need to check. Okay, we have to get rid of this thing. We need to remove the, okay, these two are defined over here, so that's no longer the case. And we have to, okay, we have to start with encoder. Okay, I need to change that. I need to change that as well. I need to add EEM. I don't know if it makes sense to distinguish the naming from the rest of QMK. Alright, so going back, so it's gonna be EEM encoder names, and we're gonna call it, yeah, I don't know which one is what. Let's see. I think the first one, Okay, first one is scroll, and the other one is zoom. Okay, so maybe we can call it encoder right and encoder left, because like these are the halves that they are on. All right, and then we need to go ahead and we have to define our kind of, I call it a map. It is a map in a way, but it will spit out just an array. But okay, so it's gonna be, have I changed the name to EM? Have I changed the name? Yes, I did. All right. Okay, begin map. And map like this, and it's gonna be EM. It's called Enc. Okay, map. Okay, maybe I will change that. Maybe. Okay, let's do it like this. Encoder. Oh, this looks better in my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna save that. Okay, so it's gonna be this one. So first one is the right one, and oh shit, I removed the values already. Okay, that was a mistake. Ah shit, I forgot what was the. Should have make a git. Okay, I don't have it over here, and I also remove it over here as well. Ah, damn it. I forgot what was 7 and 15. Okay, so I think it was something like this. I think I kind of remember. Encoder right. Okay. Encoder path. So I think the first one, the question is that it was 7 or 15 was for the, okay, let's do it 15. So that's gonna be path A. And that's gonna be, well, maybe I can change the names to make it like more meaningful. Although both of them will be the same. Okay, path A, path B. So maybe like this. Path A, and this one will be B, and I think it was row was 1, and it's gonna be also 15, like this. EM encoder. This one will be encoder left. Path A, it's gonna be 0 and 7 if I remember correctly. And path B is gonna be 1 and 7. Okay, so I think that's about it in terms of like defining things. I wonder how many how many definitions I have changed and messed up everything else. So we're gonna find out soon. Okay, so we have the names, we have the mapping as well. So that should be enough. And over here we can change that. So instead of this, it's gonna be encoder right, and instead of 1, it's gonna be encoder left. Okay, I have to say that it looks much better than what we had before, but the question is, will it compile? Oh wow. Oh, what did I miss? Okay, so probably something with our macro is not quite okay. Ah yes, I was supposed to change this one as well. Okay, so that's EM encoders, and over here something like this, but it doesn't look good. The amount of errors, I think I can't even see all of them, which is not good. Okay, maybe let's start with this one. What is wrong with this? Plugin. Sometimes it's like very erratic. Okay, let's remove this one and see what happens. Holy shit. Why is it complaining about layout? I have no idea, because I haven't changed anything inside the layout. I don't understand what is the problem right now. Oh, it's not the repo? Cannot be. I was pretty much sure I had it in some kind of a repository. That makes things even worse. Okay, access elements. But like we haven't changed anything. Why? What is it complaining about? I haven't touched the layout at all. Okay, so that's the most recent one. Ah, shit. What's that? Encoder, right? DBD came up default, came up C. 165. Ah, okay. Does it mean I can bring back the names? Oh, not sure what happened there. Like why is there so many issues right now? What? What the hell? What's that? Why so many errors? It makes absolutely no sense. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, if I skip the micro and I try to do it like by hand, okay, looks better. Okay, so that's the error over here. So it has to be this type right now. Okay, and I forgot about that one. Okay, slowly getting there. Okay, I think I also have to change the type over here. Right, so yeah, it keeps keeps complaining about this one. I keep forgetting about all the types. Okay, so that's gonna be this type over here, and in introspection. Shouldn't it be defined somewhere? Yeah, of course it's complaining about this type over here. Oh. As usual, a simple thing, but we have a lot of problems with it. What other stuff is it still complaining about? What does it mean redefined? Introspection.c. Okay. Ah, damn it, the same naming. Okay, it was complaining that we are redefining the type. I don't know if that's correct, because like we do have this macro over here, but like we are not using it, so why is it complaining that it was a redefinition? Okay, it makes me wonder, can I make this external as well? Okay, let's see external type. I guess external is just for like a variable. Okay, let's give it a try. Maybe it won't hurt. Okay, did it work? Is it still complaining? Still complaining about the type or not? Well, that is actually funny because this will be, everything will end up in keymap.c, right? So maybe I should okay, matrix update. Okay, so what will happen if I just remove this, right? Let's see. Okay, that's a different name. Holy shit. Yes, I did mean encoder names. God damn it. Yeah, names. Right. Have I mentioned something that I should start reading messages of like what's the compilers actually complaining about instead of like jumping to source straight away? Okay, so it's still complaining about this type, that the type is unknown. Okay, unknown type name, encoder names underscore t. Okay, this time it's not a typo. Encoder names underscore t. Okay. Okay, so it's also complaining about this, that we don't have this definition. Okay, I think we should have this over here as well. Yeah, probably maybe that's what was messing up. Funny, because over here it works, no issue. Okay, I have this one at the end, so okay. Let's try one more time. Okay, so yeah, apparently I missed this backslash. So that's what was messing up the whole file. That was started complaining about layout and everything else, but we are still having issue with this goddamn type over here. So the type enumeration value. Okay, so it's complaining about this thing in the switch. So that's an easy fix. We can just do default and break. Like this, because it's complaining that there is something left in the enumeration that we are not handling. So that's not an issue. What is interesting right now, I think this part, like, why is it complaining about this one EM path column? What does it mean? Okay, EM encoders undeclared. Oh, really? I just declared that. Begin map. Yeah, so we have it over here. Yeah, right. Wrong name. Okay, map begin and map end. Oh, that's funny that it didn't complain that we have like undefined macro. Okay, EM map begin, EM map end. Okay, maybe we can get it to compile finally. Or maybe not. Oh, that's an interesting error. I haven't seen this one yet. Stray. What's the name of this? Sharp? In program? What? Define AM. Which file? Condensing matrix. Okay. 12. Okay. Because the backslash is like that we're gonna extend to the next line. But if I remove that, that's gonna be Oh shit. Okay, so looks like my definition is kind of broken, this one. Although I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe it's about those variable arguments. I don't know. Because once I add it, like everything goes to hell. Okay, it would be better if I put the correct name. It's encoder names, not name. Okay. Also, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe we can save it still. I think I know what might be the problem. Probably we have to make it extern. Although... Okay, let me think about it. So that means it's gonna be defined somewhere else. So maybe not here. Maybe I should make it extern here, because encoder names, yeah, this one's correct, _t. This one will be defined in keymap.c. So we have to tell the compiler that it needs to look for it like somewhere else in a different module. Am I right about that? Yeah, probably. We are getting there. Look at it. No more error. Oh, or is it? No, it's still shit. Wait. Where did it start? Okay, this one. Oh, damn it. I thought it would be okay. Okay, unknown type. Encoder names _. I mean, okay, it makes sense, because this one will be prepended, right? Do I need to make it extern over here? Okay, so it looks like enum doesn't work like that. Can I have an extern enum? Okay, so maybe, right, maybe I can't do it with an enum, but maybe I can just leave the type like this. Okay, let's see. So it's gonna be encoder names t. Okay, no, it doesn't work like that. How can we get around that? How can I have it being defined somewhere else? Oh wait, what would happen if I do include QMK keyboard? Yeah. Okay, let's remove it from here. Ah, shit. Not going too well today. Well, everything would be easier if I just let go of this type and just go with unsigned int, and that would be the end of the story. But then probably won't be able to add those like fancy names. Also, I don't know what's wrong with this part. What does it mean it's not a function or a function pointer? I'm not calling it like that. What? Called object is not a function or a function pointer. What? What's that? No, the names don't collide or anything like that. Okay, I think I might have missed something. Or have I? Oh no, everything should be okay. Okay. Let's do it like this. Let's push it for now. Screw this type over here. And over here, I'm just gonna change to this. Okay, unsigned int. At least for now, until I figure out the remaining part of the map, and then we can come back to this one maybe. Okay, unsigned encoder. And over here we need to change this function as well. And I wonder if I can make an enum. How about that? What is the problem? I did change the name. I call it symmetric introspection.h. Okay, now it should be happy, or at least partially. Why is it complaining about this pad A and AM pad A? These are like two different things. Why is there an issue with that? Strange errors as usual. don't understand what is the problem over here. No, it doesn't change anything. Okay, introspection.h 7. Yeah, this one I don't get it completely. Completely messed up. Like, what function? It's not a function, it's just like a simple definition. What is the problem? If I change the names, would that help with anything? What? What is it right now? What is happening in this? Do I have it somewhere else? Do I have this definition somewhere else? That's impossible. Holy shit, I had it over here. What, like... Huh. Okay, I don't get it. EM encoder. Okay, so that's a different name right now. Okay, so EM encoder. Where is it? Okay, so this one is correct. EM map begin. EM map end. All right. Okay, map path A, map path B. How about now? Holy shit, it worked. No way. Okay, so that's like partial success right now. Can we do something about this goddamn type? I really would like to have it, but at the same time, most probably EM encoder names, EEM encoder names. Okay, type dev enum. Okay, encoder names T. Okay, encoder right, encoder left. EM last encoder. And this is where it stops compiling. Yeah, but this one is kind of interesting. So the type is one thing inside this introspection, but the other one is okay. That is kind of interesting because it's complaining that over here, if I'm reading this correctly, encoders in metrics, introspection, okay, .h, last, okay, so it's complaining about this part over here. So I think the issue is here, right? It can't see this one, EM last encoder. Okay, of course it can't, encoder. I looked at it so many times and I still overlooked this this typo. Okay, one more try. Okay, so it's better now. Now it's only complaining about this type. Okay, unknown type. Oh, that sucks. Like, would it be possible to make it in a macro that, like, if this type exists, would it be possible to like undefine it? But that's not a definition, that's a type, right? So if I make one type over here and another one is here, then it's gonna complain, because over here, oh, you're right, I forgot about this one as well. Oh, that's funny that it's not complaining. Condensing matrix. Does it say anything about the keymap file? Introspection only and condensing matrix. Okay, no issue over here. Which is interesting because over here we don't have it. Okay. Maybe there's something wrong with the macro expansion and this type is not correctly generated. Let's see if it's gonna complain over here as well. Okay, so which files? Introspection.h. Yeah, so it's gonna be this one. What's the line number? 37? What? No, 23. Okay, so that's the first time it needs this type, and then came up introspection.c, of course, and the line is gonna be what? 23 as well. Where is that? No. Is this encoders in matrix? Yes, encoders in matrix, introspection.h. One second. And I'm back. So we are looking, where is this type again? Introspection.h 23. Okay, so that's one. Ah, shit. It was supposed to be names. Encoder names, encoder names. Okay, so we are down to only one error. And the error is introspection.h unknown type. Okay, so it's not even it's over here. Encoder names. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting because this file is getting prepended to the it's getting prepended to the keymap. Is it? Wait, give me a sec. Introspection.c.h. I think I need to refresh. Where is QMK? That was okay. Community modules, right? What did they say about files inclusion? Okay, so introspection.h is prepended before the user keymap. Does it mean that they all end up in the keymap.c file? Okay, so I think maybe I can, because this function doesn't have to be here, right? I guess. Okay, encoder symmetrics update user. Yeah, so this one, I don't need it here, I guess. And over here, that user. Okay, I think this should work okay right now because okay, I can maybe define it as a weak function. Okay, let's try compiling. Oh wow, what's that? What's that? Backslash at the end of file. Oh really? Ah. Okay. Would that be okay? Okay. Oh shit, now it compiled. Okay, because we didn't really need that function there, and actually what is like better for us is that we don't have it defined. Because if we gonna add this module, right, so this means that we want to we would like to process those encoders. So if we add it and we don't have this function, we don't have this one, encoder symmetrics update user, then we're gonna get a compilation error. Or maybe should I make it weak? But if I make it weak, Okay, let's take a look. All right, maybe just to make it clear. Okay, extern. What was it? Attribute weak. That was the definition? I can never remember this stuff. God damn it. Let's see. Oh, okay, so yeah. I think I got it correctly. Attribute underscore weak. Okay, let's see what happens now. So I think I need to... Wait, how was it? I think I need to... Oh no, just like that. Isn't it like an error, maybe? Okay, attribute weak. Yeah, I would have to define it. So I think over here it's an error as well. Yeah, OSI scroll update user. I think this should be like this, right? So this will be empty or overridden. Probably won't compile if I know my luck, but I will take the risk. And this one should be changed the same way. Okay, what will happen now? Oh, to my surprise, no errors. Okay, does it mean that we have working encoders in Matrix? Is it really? It's kind of hard to believe what looks like. I mean, at least it compiled. Does it work? Also, it might happen that I just messed up the coordinates for row and the column. So it might happen that it won't be working, but it won't be because of like shitty implementation. It will be just because I messed up the coordinates. Okay, let's see. Now it scrolls. Oh wow, that is so cool. And yeah, looks like I got all both values correctly. Okay, so scroll up, scroll down works right now. Oh, that is so cool. Holy shit. I really lost faith when I saw all the errors, even including the layout and everything. I thought that maybe the way I'm trying to pre-process those things is not gonna fly with the compiler. But looks like it is okay. Yeah, it scrolls perfect. Yeah, it's not skipping steps, nothing like that. Yeah, very good, very good. Oh wow, yeah, so we got it working, no way. That's a great success. That's something that I'm really proud of today. Okay, what time is it? Okay, it's almost dinner time. Let me quickly check what was there on the menu, what we needed to do. Okay, what's here? Okay. Well, I don't even have any modules left to create. Alright, so... Well, there might be... I know I promised there will be no more KMK modules, but I think I would like to... Okay, I think I would like to make maybe one more. Because, okay, the thing is, let me show you quickly what's so special about that. Because over here in my keyboard I am using infrared. I'm using it on both keyboards. But what I'm doing, okay, where is it? Matrix, it's over here. Okay, where is that? I think like in general I should have like fixed this. I mean the way I'm reading that, because like I'm processing this without like much reason. Okay, so infrared is over here. Okay, so I'm taking it out. I wonder if like what is the purpose? Okay, that's interesting because it looks like what I'm doing, I am removing the infrared, but at the same time, why is it just one? I think, okay. I think I might have probably removed too much stuff over here. I need to check because I was surprised. I have the same firmware at work and the left infrared doesn't work. Let me check. Is it also broken over here? Oh no, it works. Okay, this one works. And this one also works. But the one at work, it doesn't work. There's no infrared on the left. And looking at this stuff over here, okay, what is that? What am I using this for? Okay, I'm putting this back over here. And this, yeah, so all three infrared work. Okay, I guess I need to peek back into the past. What was that? This is matrix. Okay, now I remember that. Because at some point I had it done in a way that the ball scroll would work not only when I press the key, it would also work if I hit one of the infrared sensors. So that's a leftover. Okay, so it was a little bit confusing, like what's that, what it's doing here. But it looked like it has no purpose, and yes, that is true, it has no purpose. So my infrared is, yeah, it's used normal. So, okay, do we really need another module for infrared? Probably not. But we're gonna be needing one more module for this. Let me show you. This is kind of nice. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Oh, come on, focus. Yeah, I think I disabled focus. I need to change that. How about maybe... Oh, it's been a while since I was on this side. Yeah, so we have this fella over here. Oh, you can see it better. This one is a laser distance meter or something like that. So what it does, it can tell you like if there's anything covering, how far is it. And I wanted to use that. I wanted to program this into QMK, make a module out of it. And I wanted to check if it would be possible to use that as a dynamic mouse layer. So when you have your keyboard like this, for example, oh, that's too far. So when you move your hand, the sensor would be somewhere over here. So when you move your hand over here, then on the other side of the keyboard, you can swap the layer and you can have mouse keys somewhere. And if you move the hand away, then you will get like normal keys. So I wanted to test that with Core D, how it's gonna work. And I think it would be nice to have it as a module as well, just in case I decide to use it somewhere else. Or maybe someone else would like to use that. This one shouldn't be that difficult to program because this one runs on I2C and we've made a ton of different I2C devices already. We have 2 magnetic encoders running on I2C. I don't know, some other stuff. I wrote some time ago support for the mouse sensor and some other crap like that, so that shouldn't be that bad. And on top of that, I have a cheat sheet already because I have a code that works with this just for Arduino. So that shouldn't be that bad. And yeah, we can hook it up to Core D. Oh, hey bro, how are you? I was about to finish. You made it. How's your day? Yeah, so we're gonna do that at some point. Good. Yeah, that's good. It's good. All right. Oh yeah, it's been Encoders for the past, I think, 2 weeks. But I think we are done with all this stuff. I have really cleaned up the source code for my keyboard, and I've made like a really nice progress. I have really nice modules to support encoders. So yeah, that's something. And yeah, I think for today that will be it. This Friday. Yeah, I'm also very happy. I'm also very happy about that. So on Friday we're gonna do something. I don't know what yet. There's, as usual, plenty of stuff to do. I hope I will be connected. I won't have to do anything with my router anymore. So yeah, the stream will be on. Yeah, okay. If you made it all the way till the end, thank you very much. I will see you on Friday, and yeah, bye bye. I see there's no viewers, so no one to send anywhere else. So okay, thanks for watching, and I see you on Friday. Bye bye.